Hey. What's up, folks? You know, we here for a Keep It Movin Podcast episode.
What's the name of it? A Keep It Movin a podcast episode. What's going on, brother?
You know, I like to try something different every day. You know, every time.
Oh, so you did? It sounded like you just forgot.
I did. You know. But I mean, you ain't got to say nothing.
Oh, that's what they call me, the sayer. I got to be the sayer every now and again.
The old Rooter. That's what they call you.
All right, I'm gonna let you get back to
Might
it.
be the Rooter.
Oh.
But anyway, look, I can't even greet nobody. I ain't even got to the greetings. And you cut me off. You already shut my star down already.
They call me the star.
Yeah.
I'm all of that. Shoot.
Straight.
You all right?
Oh yeah, I'm all right.
I almost lost you.
Oh, okay. I'm back.
Right on.
But anyway, hello folks. We're here.
Can you see?
Yeah, I mean, do I need to see? I'm talking.
He channeling his inner.
That's like
Ray
asking
Charles.
Stevie Wonder, can he see before he plays?
I mean, it's not that bright in this room, and you got on sunglasses.
I mean, are they a problem for you?
Sorry,
I mean, we ain't on camera, so what's the problem?
What the problem
understand
is?
I'm just trying to
Sometimes,
understand
you know, I
why.
wear sunglasses at night.
I wear my sunglasses.
I don't see the problem.
All right, we're gonna
Keep on moving.
We're gonna let
Keep it
you
moving.
finish your intro.
Yes, I still have it. Y'all gonna make me come out my centerness. God damn it.
Yeah, we saw you do your yoga pose. You did your Nomyo Renge Kyo. And then you was ready. And now we had to just shoot your star.
Yeah, as soon as I was ready.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
I threw a grenade. Say something, partner. Novelty. Go ahead.
Hello.
And Mike B, say something.
What it do? Y'all already know what it is. I might as well take over the show. The people came to see me.
Oh, okay.
Okay. If you say so.
I'm about to turn my mic off. Take my happy ass over to the couch.
Well, recenter and then move on.
Y'all already moved. It seems like that place is gone already. I can't go back there for a while. I gotta let that rest and come back in there and reboot. But right now, I'm at a 7.
I'm sorry.
But anyway, we're here.
If you don't do it, don't you do it, brother. Don't do it.
Why can't we be here?
We are. But we know that too.
Oh, okay.
Let's move on.
And the people know that.
You know, and we're here to talk about what's been going on lately. I know y'all heard about the 12 educators down in Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
They got caught cheating, changing, test scores and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. And I'm guessing to help their district, I believe, I guess it's like the No Child Left Behind thing, the test that be taken.
Like a standardized test.
Yes,
I remember we used to take standardized tests, but
theirs
still got left behind.
it was. But they getting left behind more though.
Okay. Well, it sounds like it's a problem in the district.
Like the no left behind thing is just crazy. Like they start taking books out the school, and now they just have like pamphlets and worksheets and shit.
Wait, why'd they take the books out?
Well,
they just don't go by like, or you can't even take books home. Kids don't take books.
They don't
even take
textbooks.
books. Yeah, they don't even take books home.
I feel like we've talked about this before on a previous episode. Mm-hmm. But like when my brother was in high school, they didn't have homework. They didn't have books. And I'm
that's
like,
why everybody's
They
stupid.
they just train it like they just teach them what's going to be on the test.
That's exactly.
That's it.
The teaching
So
the test.
that's why when I go to Walmart and my total is $4.95 and I give the girl
and the girl
$5,
give you 10 back.
$5. Yeah, pretty much.
You came up. for shopping at Walmart. You know,
And she don't feel no type of way about it.
nope, she don't know. She thought she gave you the correct change.
You know, and you sitting there, baby, this is the wrong change. You gave me too much. For real? Oh.
Well, and that's why they,
Yeah.
you know, on like Wendy's, I believe they started to implement. They showed you pictures of what you're supposed to give the person back
my
on the
damn
cash
shame.
register. That's
I
how
wish.
stupid a lot of people have become.
Well, I know Subway got the machines. It just gives you the change back.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
not even
Yeah,
involved in it.
and you got to they just give you the dollars back. You know, it's become that easy, but they still be, you know, counting and like searching in their mind how much they supposed to give you. I seen that
my
today.
God.
Yes.
So this
Yes.
would be the reason why. This and the new math.
I don't even know what I don't like math. I don't even want to know about what new man.
You didn't like
I didn't like the
math?
old man. So why I don't want math 2.0. That don't know. But anyway, the story goes. They finally got their day in court. I think it's been going on for the last couple of years. And they got caught guilty.
Found guilty.
Found guilty of cheating, and then they can get up to like up
I
to
heard 20 years. Yeah.
of this.
And I heard that most of them were black.
You know, the ones that we saw, the ones that got
The 12.
convicted,
Yeah.
guilty.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, it was 11 that got guilty, and they won.
Okay.
They got acquitted.
Hold on. So
Oh, grandma.
they pretty much pushed the kids through school.
Yeah, they was changing test scores. You know, they was
To
trying
push them through school, which
yeah.
they was being pushed through school anyway if they don't have books. I mean, they getting a free ride anyway. They're coming out stupid either way it goes.
They're not learning
But
anything.
so then what was the point of convicting and now jailing these, 7 people for 20 years? Now, why are you taking my money to put them in jail for something this district is doing anyway? I don't understand.
I mean, it's
not,
against the
it's
law.
not blatant. The district isn't doing it blatantly.
You tell my kid they can't take a textbook home, they don't have homework, you're not teaching them nothing. That's blatant to me.
Well, they're supposed to be teaching them something. They're teaching them the test.
Yeah.
So I already told you what's going to be on the test, and then your ass is still stupid enough and you can't get it right.
Their curriculum is the test.
So basically 20 years I got to pay for them to go to jail because they did exactly what the district was doing anyway. Did they get something out of it?
Who?
The teachers who pushed
I
them
feel
through?
like they were in jeopardy of losing their accreditation and funding.
And plus, their job is in jeopardy if you keep on having kids that fail.
Well, they failing because you're not teaching them nothing. You're not giving them books.
Right. Well, I feel like it's a part of the educators' problem too. They're not teaching the kids, and then a lot of kids.
But they're kind of tied too, because if they teach
their
a different
hands are
curriculum that probably actually is a good curriculum, they're not going. They're going against the grain. They're not going. The principal might say you're not doing what the curriculum I told you to teach.
And then how can you teach without a book, without homework? How can you teach when you are not given the things that you need to teach
The proper tools.
But
Right.
if I
learn.
give you a pamphlet and say teach this pamphlet, and they still don't pass based off of this pamphlet, then you're not doing your job.
But if all you're teaching a child in school is a pamphlet is what, 5-6 pages? If this is all you're teaching them, if you're teaching them just what's on the test, then what's the point of school? What is the point? Because they're not learning anything either way it goes.
But you also have to remember that a part of teaching starts at home too. So it's not just the teacher's responsibility to teach your stupid ass kids.
No, you're right. A part of teaching does start at home. Yes, you need to be involved with your child. You need to help them with their homework, but they got to have homework for you to help them with.
You got to make up
need
your own. We send out some.
Sometimes they have homework, but it's like it's probably like work pages or something. But the thing is, I mean, it's what the state has them to teach. I mean, it might be science, it might be math, but it's only certain things that they're teaching. It might be the same stuff in books, but you don't get all of it. It's just like something just to just to get by. Okay, you know a little bit of it. Mm-hmm. And okay,
It's
now that
almost
you
like-
just know a little bit of it,
That's why we're a stupid
it's
nation.
enough.
It's almost like for Black History Month, just teaching them about Martin Luther King and moving on.
Okay,
But I mean-
you know something about it.
Yeah.
When I was in school, that's all they did anyway. They taught us half the story. They made up stuff, but we still had a book. We had to study. We had homework. Even with that crappy foundation that we had, it was a foundation. If you give me I swear before God, if I ever have a kid and that kid comes home and they got this pamphlet and they say, this is my school book and we don't get homework, I am going to lose my mind.
That's when you probably have to take your kid out that school.
Yeah, probably go to a private school or something like that.
No, that's when I go and I talk to City Hall and I start screaming and going to Congress and dealing with my senators. That's when I start actually getting in my city and getting involved, because this is ridiculous.
Well, you don't have to wait until you have a child to do that.
I mean, it's happening now.
But
now.
I mean,
you don't have
I
a vested
know what's
interest.
happening. Well, no, let me take that back. I do know what's happening here a little, and as far, my mom is a school teacher, so they still got books. She still sends,
I mean, not everybody,
homework.
did away with books. But
I know in the Missouri area it's different now. Kansas, I done heard some stories over there. I kind of don't live here in Kansas. I live in Missouri, so like I can't fight. No, poor you. I can't fight for Georgia. I can't fight for Kansas.
Hold on.
But
don't act like Missouri ain't just
no, that was
shit.
Kansas City, Missouri. There's several other cities
I know.
in Missouri.
That's what we talking about, Kansas City.
Lincoln College Preparatory Academy never lost their accreditation. So
I mean, well, you can say that about Sumner. Yeah. I mean, it ain't no different.
But no, and I'm not even actually talking about Kansas City, Kansas. Overland Park, Kansas. They wanting the mayor over there got some issues when it comes to education. His idea and his ideology about what education should be, wanting parents to pay for kindergarten and all of that, is just crazy. He's completely cutting funding to his education and all of that. So it's a little scary what they're doing and where they're cutting the dollars from. But parents need to get up and say something.
Exactly. And I feel like the lesson learned, even like in the situation with the teachers in Atlanta, the lesson here is parents need to be more involved in the education of their children. And parents are, especially nowadays, parents are so hands-off when it comes to anything dealing with their children. They expect other people to raise their children, and they have to deal with them when they get out of school. And then they let the TV deal with them, or the video game deal with them, or the streets
or
deal
email,
with them. And then you wonder why we got all these kids stealing, robbing, killing, just
doing our jobs, honestly.
Really no guidance.
We're not doing our jobs.
They just running them up.
We're not doing our jobs.
And I admit, like, some technology is good, but, you lose that, that person to person feel.
You lose the fundamentals.
Yeah, and like teachers, and I know like some teachers, they have email set up or a website set up now with shit. They don't even go and meet the teachers now. They just look on the website and they IM each other or email each other.
So they don't have parent teacher conference no more?
They still have that, but it's almost like mandatory now. You don't even like meet the teacher. You probably see a picture. and you're emailing back and forth, but but you never actually been in the classroom, because body language is big on my part, how you meet somebody, you can tell a lot actually being face to face with somebody other than just typing. I want to see you when you're somewhat uncomfortable.
I hate
because that's when the truth somewhat comes out,
right?
And
then that'll let you know, your child may be failing or whatever.
Yeah.
You go and you meet that teacher, and you realize that teacher actually has an issue that needs to be addressed regarding your child.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, am I that old that when? Shut up.
Yes.
When
you asked
that when I was coming up, it wasn't just. I mean, you had parent teacher conference. I used to hate it because my mom would always go. And I would have to always get in trouble about something I said and something I did. But
that makes sense.
I talk too much.
But I mean, even then, they have phone numbers to get in touch with my mom. They would call the house. They would.
Yeah.
I mean, they communicated. I couldn't do nothing wrong. I didn't skip my first class till I was a senior in high school, and I had permission from my mama.
I wouldn't call that skipping.
Yeah, that ain't really skipping.
No. It was senior skip day, and I was like, "Ooh, can I skip?" I mean, honestly. No, I'm sorry. I was a junior in high school. It was junior skip day, and I was like, "Mama, can I skip school?" Well, I guess so.
Sure, baby.
But I mean, perfect attendance.
That's how I was.
Yeah, if I wasn't sick,
You,
I went to school.
I didn't even care
Mama,
if I was
don't
sick.
feel good. Take an aspirin to get your ass in the car.
Shoot, if I was sick and had to stay home, then it's gonna be a day full of cleaning and having to deal with my grandma. No, and she wasn't the nicest person back then. We cool now, but back then,
oh yeah, I remember.
She was a
Sister
handful.
Richardson.
She was a handful.
So
Yeah,
did these 7 or 9 people, did they get
11.
money? 11. Oh, good God. So did they get money or something? Why are we sending them to jail? Period. If they didn't get money
Now
or
I think the
something-
punishment don't fit the crime. I mean, you cheated on some tests. That don't
Right,
mean
so
you
you
should
go
be
to jail for
you should
20
be you in
years?
jail with some murderers and some thieves and rapists.
For 20 years?
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't
Martha
think you should
Stewart
do.
got
I
less
don't
than
think,
that, and she.
I think you should be
was
fired
doing
and
insider
goddamn
trading.
pay a fine. And that's pretty
That's
much it.
Yeah,
Right.
That-
I
that
mean,
makes
jail
sense.
shouldn't even be like
Option.
it should be like a misdemeanor.
So
type
11
shit.
people that I got to take care of for 20 years.
Well, I don't know
All
if did they sentence them yet? Or
They
I think
haven't sentenced them
I think
yet. They
they're facing
can.
up to 20 years.
That's why I say if they have a good lawyer, I think
If they teachers, they don't have no money. They don't have a good lawyer.
But
I
they-
mean, well,
aren't
some,
they
I mean,
part of
these,
the union or something.
these are good educated black folk. Some of them they can afford something.
On a teacher salary.
These ain't all teachers though. These are
Oh,
educators.
okay.
These are like
Okay.
part
Like
of the whole
superintendents and other
superintendent. Yeah,
things like
it was like including all like 50 schools.
I'm sorry.
It's just
jail
in one
time
school.
does not fit the crime.
Yo, of course.
You were
Yeah,
wasting taxpayer
it's
money.
ridiculous.
But then I guess the reality is jails are for some rich white guy to make some money anyway.
And the thing is, like they took them off.
That's
I mean, they put
crazy.
them in handcuffs and everything. As soon as they said they sentenced them, guilty, they took them off to jail.
Wow.
And, hey, that's a hard pill to swallow. You teach them one day, and that's
Maybe
crazy.
they needed some teachers in jail.
And I want to, yes,
Maybe they do.
maybe some of the jailers needed.
I mean, okay, so that
some
would be a nice
educating.
punishment. Make them go teach in jail.
But I wouldn't want to let them stay there.
Right. I mean, they don't have to
I mean,
stay.
but yeah,
let them go home
their
at
job,
night.
get fired them from their what they doing,
And
and
make
you have
them
to
go
do
to the
you got
prison and
and teach inmates.
That-
That'll
that's-
humble them. Plus, it will help somewhat society. When
Right,
they come
when
back
they
out,
come out,
they
they're
have
not
they have
stupid
somewhat
and
of
robbing me
education.
again.
They don't even have. I don't even think like you can get degrees
Anymore, yeah.
anymore in
I
prison.
heard that too.
Like,
You can't?
I don't
no,
think so.
I think
Why
that's
not?
like.
You ain't got nothing to do.
Hey, oh my God. It ain't rehabilitation no more. It's
jail.
It's just jail. It's
Then what's the
semi-slavery because
we're getting you off the street.
businesses
That's
are
it.
going
For
to
what?
going to prison. What?
If you get me off the street, but you're not attempting to even try to correct the problem, and then you're gonna let me out.
And well, we know you're coming back. So
Because there's nobody's going to hire you, and we already know you have a occupation that you was born with, and you was just selling drugs. You grew up in that. That's all you know.
Well,
It's the
You're
family
not teaching
business.
me nothing else. So yeah, I'm coming
And
back.
so hey, unless you have somebody that care and give a hand.
yeah, you got to have a real support system.
Supports other than and then it's their fault if they if they go the wrong path, like your boy with the heart. But
oh, you talking about the little young guy?
yeah,
who-
they got
who
the
had a
heart,
transplant.
yeah, and still thuggery
Yeah,
when
and
he got it.
I forgot his name, but it was a young guy who was on a heart transplant list, but the doctors didn't want to, perform the surgery. They took him off the list for non-compliance because I guess he was the type to
He was
not
bad news.
not take his medication and stuff like he's supposed to. So to them, he wasn't a good candidate. But his family got involved, the community got involved. They put him back on the list, and he got a heart transplant. 2 years later, he's in a high-speed chase with the police in a stolen vehicle, and he crashes into a pole
And
dies. And this wasn't the first time that he had been, in trouble for theft.
he
after the
he
heart
playing that
transplant.
street game.
So did somebody die because they didn't get a heart, and that heart could have went to them?
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, he
there's a
got a heart.
possibility, but
Yeah,
we
but
don't-
who knows?
Who knows?
But he
got a second
he
chance.
wasted that that second chance. You got a brand new heart. You got a whole chance to live now, and you still doing foolishness. And now,
at least another 10 years.
But anyway,
well, stupid is as stupid does.
Y'all heard about Obama going to Cuba
About that today.
this past week.
I haven't heard.
And talking to their president now. I know his last name is Castro. I know it's
Fidel?
Castro. No, Fidel.
He's dead.
It's his brother. No, he's still alive. He's still here living. But
It's his brother.
His light is dim.
I don't know his name.
Joseph.
I don't know.
I know it's his brother. But
Okay.
He President Castro.
Okay.
And so I guess they're gonna have talks. And I believe this is the first time U.S. and Cuba is actually sitting down with each other like in 50 years.
Oh, really?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, I think it was
long time.
So, is there like controversy surrounding it, or
well,
what are people talking about?
Well, no, it's not controversy.
Okay.
It's
it's an olive branch type deal,
right?
Okay.
And I guess the president, because all the bans and embargo type shit is U.S. It's not on Cuba.
We put sanctions
on Cuba.
Okay, so we can probably get some cigars again.
I mean, well, yes, and we can probably actually travel to Cuba without it being a national,
threat.
story.
Oh, remember when Beyonce and Jay-Z go there?
They start thinking like they spies.
Who
or
they
something.
think they are? We can't believe the president let them go down there. Like what?
Are you kidding
Let
me?
them go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like they did have to. They did have
But
a conversation.
I think they had to have
like.
like permission for when people do movies and stuff like that. They sign and money is switch hands. But I don't know what they were down there for.
Vacation. They were just chilling.
But I think it was a specific reason also.
Oh,
It wasn't just a chill. But anyway, hopefully that's somewhat good news.
was that part of your dream to go to Cuba?
I mean, it's options. You
That's-
want options.
No, not too much.
Black folk don't have options these days.
Oh,
not too many.
And you heard what I said. I don't want that option.
What, going to Cuba?
Yeah, I really don't need it.
I'm pretty sure it's not they got their bad parts just like anybody else. But I'm pretty sure like Havana.
So you
is
think
a nice
you
little
think
part of town out here.
Cuba? I keep saying Cuba.
I think
Cuba-
it is. I think that's how you're supposed to say it. Cuba.
You think it's gonna be the new Mexico? Since traveling down to Mexico might get you killed.
Yeah, I've heard of that shit.
That's all we've been.
People
That's all I've been.
disappearing.
Yeah, disappearing and winding up with your head chopped off and all of this.
I've never been one to just been a yearning to go to Mexico.
Oh, it's fun.
I'm pretty
I've
sure,
been-
but
I'll go, but
it's
I'm
just
staying on
never.
a tourist resort.
I'm pretty sure, but it's just never been like one of my destinations.
My brother goes all the time.
I would
It's
rather go
very
like to
fun.
an island than Mexico.
what
Mexico is not an island.
you said? I'd rather go
To
an
like
island
like
other than
tropical
I
island.
thought you said I'd rather go to an island in Mexico. I'm like,
No,
you
that
just
doesn't make no
said.
sense.
I know,
Fair.
but that's
Yeah.
what it sounded like you said, brother. I was just trying to clarify for myself.
You need to talk to your ears.
Oh Lord, here we go.
I forgot what we was going to talk about the last one. What did I say we was going to talk about?
You was gonna talk about the Walter Scott situation.
Oh yeah, that's really recent. I know people done saw the video. I've seen it. It's on Facebook and of course your local news and national news. Y'all seen the video?
Yes, sir.
I have.
Yeah. What happened is how the video starts. What we know of the video, we see a man, I guess, tussling with the police a little bit. I don't know. It really wasn't. They said he was like, I guess, trying to take the taser of the police or something. And that's when it seemed like that's when the video start. Because that's when the taser seemed like it drops or something, and then he starts running.
Mm-hmm.
And then he trying to get away, and then the police shoots about.
It seemed like he was
7-8
running
shots.
in slow motion too, from what I saw. Like,
I
he
mean,
wasn't
it
really
did
running
look
fast.
like he was
I
running
mean, he was
He
like,
running like he was old.
they shooting. It wasn't like I just came out of a house and they caught me type. He was just
Slow mo,
just
yeah.
slow motion shooting, and and the cop shot him like 7-8 times, and killed the man.
Right, shot him in the back.
Yes, and so I guess this is the new story that's about to take over somewhat the news. But you know, but it's a little different than how everything goes because the policeman now it seems like as we got a clear video of what's going on. Action is being taken forth quicker than usual.
Right.
I think he's been arrested for murder.
Yeah, charged with murder. Yeah.
Yes, and so what's your guys' thoughts on that issue?
You said actions because we have a clear view. I think there was a clear view of the chokehold that killed the man in New York. I mean, that video was just as clear, and they didn't do anything about it. I'm very shocked that something was done. I do believe personally that it was done just to appease people at this time. It's been so many of them lately. So let's appease them. Let's try to figure out how to get this to calm down and go away, and then we'll go back to business as planned, as normal. This kills me.
And, a lot of people aren't holding up hope that he would actually be convicted. But there were two other videos that surfaced. One was the dash cam from the police vehicle where Walter Scott initially took off running after the police pulled him over for a taillight or whatever. And then there was another video that surfaced that showed an officer going to take the taser and dropping it by the body.
Right.
Oh yeah, I saw that like semi-framing,
right.
A reason why I shot him.
So that it fits the story that the officer, gave.
Mm-hmm.
So when the video came out later after he gave his statement or whatever, and then that's why action was handled so swiftly because his story didn't match up with the video that they saw. So they were like, oh, okay, we can't really support you on this, bro.
I got a question. Do I watch too much TV? But don't we have like forensics folk that actually work in the police department
to tell us what we
as far as like
they
the
really do exist.
trajectory of like bullets.
Yes, it really
and
does
how
exist.
they how far somebody shoot. And I mean if you put a taser by a person and the man's been shot a few times
in the back,
you wouldn't think like, okay, he shot him just point blank right there and he dropped it right there. You would think, okay.
But they had no reason to question the story,
I mean, but when you do your due diligence, if somebody, it is your job.
But I feel like
that's where I feel like they wouldn't do that.
Yeah, if there's no reason to question the story,
it was a cop.
Isn't that a problem?
Shot a black man.
As far as don't even say it's a black man, just as far as job's sake. If somebody actually read the notes or what I don't know the brief the briefing
and what's been going on, I believe that the fact that it was a cop that shot a black man, they just
it's an open and shut case.
Yes, open and shut case. They didn't even bother to look into it. They believed everything he said, and they would have it continued to go that route. Probably some of them knew what he really did, because I'm sure this ain't the first time he did it. They were just gonna cover it up, close the books on it, like they do all the time until that video surfaced. And when that video surfaced, the only reason it became an issue is because of everything that's been going on in the past 2 years. It's been too many black men to die, too many black babies, period, to die over some bull, and most of them being done by a cop. And I honestly just think this is temporary. He probably won't get convicted. If he does, it'll be a one-time only thing, and they'll go right back to business as usual.
If he get convicted, it's definitely going to be the exception and not the rule. Of course, because we already know what the rule is.
Right.
We teach our kids what the rule is.
Right.
We that's how we live, because we know what the rule is. There's very, very few exceptions. Like what? I don't even know. OJ, that's the only one. And then he got caught later on over some bull.
But they didn't forget.
No, wait a minute.
He was coming back to take his shit.
They let him off on the murder conviction, but they went in and took every dime he had.
Oh yeah, the civil case. Yeah, he came back, but he was still free. And then he came back and said, "Hey, y'all took my shit." He said it to somebody. I mean, I guess he said he thought somebody stole something. and that's where they got him. I'm like, hey, and he been in jail since. I guess it don't take much.
No.
So that's not even a win after a while.
It's not a win at all.
It's not a win at all. So we don't. If they're wins, they don't tell us about them. So I guess you don't get hope. Because we don't know too many wins.
This is so.
We
sad.
don't know any wins.
We don't. We know the losses.
Yeah.
We live with the losses, but I don't know any wins. Other than I'm still alive.
That's a win, JT.
That's a win that we still here. We at least we ain't the Indians or the what they call them, the Native Americans.
Oh, I had no idea where you were going with that, brother.
I said the Indians, but I wanted to call them correctly.
I just didn't. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, folks, this has been another Keep It Moving episode. We hope you guys enjoyed us today. Until next time.
Until next time.
Peace.
Adios.
Night.